Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the future, who will be hopefully listening to this later on. I am Ethan. I am the Dungeon Master. Going around the room, we have Ben.
Aye. What's up?
You'll have to forgive us. This is our first episode. I do apologize. Ben, if you could please describe the character and class you're playing
Oh,
today.
hey. Right, yeah. Sorcerer, Tiefling, chaotic evil with a criminal background, cause I hate you all. Yeah. What do you want to know? I don't know much. I don't remember anything actually, and I need a drink. Hang on.
All
I'm
right,
already getting
going,
into
moving on,
character.
moving, moving around the room. We have Rexalynn.
Yes. I'm
This is
Para Maestran, Dragonborn fighter with a soldier background.
And finishing it off, we have Allie.
I'm a cleric, half elf. I don't know how to do anything.
What is your class and race, please? Class, race, and your
Half elf cleric.
There you go.
I
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm Ethan. I'm the Dungeon Master, and you know what? We never decided a name for our little group here.
Oh
You
shit.
know what? Let's just call ourselves for now How to Dungeon.
How not to do dungeon, maybe.
How not to dungeon. A Dungeons and Dragons podcast. We are in the 5th edition. And again, I am Ethan. I'm the Dungeon Master. And here we go, starting off the story.
He has a beard.
All right. Then they can't see my face.
That's why
Yeah.
he was describing. They need to know that you have a beard. That's very important.
Okay. Yes, all great DMs have a beard. Anyway, going into the story today, so a little bit of background. You are part of a war-torn nation. The nation is called Idlesvir. That is Idlewvseyr. Idlesvir.
What tosspot put an SVW next to each other?
It's the name of a fantasy and fictional continent, Ben. Leave it alone.
I don't like it.
It is something I came up with in the depths of my mind.
I'm playing my character, goddammit. Play yours.
You don't have to
That's-
always be your character.
That's very
It'll
good.
be
No.
entertaining, but
It-
okay, no. You can have out of character moments.
Oh yes, no, you can, but it's more entertaining this way. Again, a little bit of backstory about Idlesvir. There is a massive, full continent scale war going on, and it is called the War of Giants. And what it is basically all of the giant races aligned together and enslaved a lot of minor races like orcs, goblins, and a whole bunch of other like deviant little races. And they made an army out of them. And so they are calling themselves the New Giant Empire, the NGE.
NG.
So yes, and the reason their ambition is to reunite the world under the rule of the giants in order to gain favor from their god, who has forsaken them because long ago in the war with the dragons, the giants lost. And so their god basically disowned them and said they cannot go to giant heaven until they please him again.
Well, that'd be harsh if they were sent to small heaven. Oh, they wouldn't fit.
Now, the ALE, the Alliance of Empires, is the group that y'all are fighting on the side of. Humans, dwarves, elves, and, all the other races that haven't been enslaved yet. Humans, dwarves, elves, dragonborn, and, the fairy folk and such. You have all banded together in a last-ditch effort to try and defend your homeland from the wrath of the giants. Now, starting out we are going to set the scene now. That is all the backstory you're getting for now. Anyway,
ALE, did you say
today,
there, dude?
ALE, the Alliance of Empires.
What's the L stand for?
Ah, crap. Man, you messed me up, Ben. I forgot it now. Thank you for put. Damn it.
The Alliance of Little Empires?
Something Legion?
Yeah, Legion.
We'll get back to this. I apologize.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. ALE is what you're called, though. Basically, the ale.
I see that. I do like that. I do like a good drink.
You would.
Of course. Anyway, now moving on. We are opening up in the pit of a dungeon. You have all been thrown into a jail cell. It is wet, dark, bars, and kind of moldy a little bit. And as you look around, there's no real way to get out of here. You're locked up tight. You have all been interrogated. You've all got bruises from being slightly beaten to try to get answers out of you. None of you had any answers to really give. You're all lower ranking in the army currently.
Wait,
And so they put you in a holding cell to await further questioning. So what would you all like to do?
Can I ask for a drink?
You can try, but I doubt it will go well.
I don't. Anybody got any answers that I can bargain for a drink?
No.
You have all. I will also make a point to say that you have been stripped of your gear as you have been taken prisoner.
Okay.
So you're basically in rags right now.
See, now you said that I become sober after so many days. How long have I been without my last drink?
It has been roughly 6.5 hours since you were captured.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm still drunk.
Still probably coming off of it, though. Cranky bugger.
You have a mild headache, which is why you're cranky about not getting your drink immediately.
I'm gonna go kill someone.
You say we've been captured for 6 hours?
Roughly 6.5 hours, yes.
How long have we spent in this cell specifically?
About 2.5 hours.
Would that be enough time to learn the guard movements?
It would be enough time to learn one shift change.
It's not really reliable.
are we in individual cells?
No, you were all in a holding cell together. You were taken from different squads, and so they figured since you're all from different squads, you're not going to know a lot about each other. And so they threw you all into one holding cell.
Oh, wait, I've got persuasion technique. Can I ask for the key?
Again, you can try, but I really doubt that would go well.
I want him to try.
I'll make a deal with the guard. I hold my hands behind my back. If he guesses the right number, he can hit me. If he guesses the wrong number going up, he owes me the key. If he guesses the wrong number going down, he owes me L.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll allow it. Do a persuasion check. I have a number in my head.
Okay.
This is a persuasion to try to get him to go along with your madness right now.
Right. I need persuasion check.
Yes, so you're going to roll a d20 and add your persuasion modifier.
3. I mean, that's a 3. Yeah. That's
Yeah, so he's going to turn around and he's going to kind of grunt at you. Back away from your cell, inmate.
Bloody miserable bastard. Okay. Well, that was my shot gone. Okay. Anyone got any?
Anybody else want to try anything?
What is the what are the bars of our cell made of and the material everywhere?
That sounds like it requires a perception check.
I mean, I think I can perceive what the material is. So 16.
Okay, so glancing around the room, The bars are made of hardened iron, so they're about an inch and a half thick, so they're pretty thick. There's only about a 2-inch gap between each one, and a very small rectangular like square about in the middle to slip food trays through. The guard is standing about a foot and a half away, facing you, making sure that you don't move out of the way or anything.
Mhm.
There's only one guard though. Now, in the back of the cell, you notice a lump of what looks like a blanket, but it's slowly rising and falling.
I guess I will investigate what's under this blanket.
Okay, so walking over to the blanket and lifting it up, you notice a small goblin. He's gently sleeping, and I can't tell you that yet unless you want to make another perception check to
Okay.
see what you can see about the goblin.
Ooh. 17 plus 3 is 20.
The goblin is missing a hand and looks pretty beaten up.
Well, if he's in the cell with us, he's probably
He's been
possibly a
questioned.
defector, or he's not very good at what he needs to be doing. I want to wake him softly.
Okay. Reaching down and gently nudging his shoulder to ease him awake, he blinks sleepily and kind of halfway opens his eye that isn't swollen shut. What's going on? Who are you lot?
You look like shit.
You look like shit.
Well, yeah, you see why I'm in here, right? Like, I'm beaten up, I'm missing a hand. Like, come on. I'm not exactly having the finer part of my life right now. What do you need? Why'd you wake me up?
You see, we're just going around exchanging our stories of why we're here. We just want to know yours.
What, you want to know why I'm here? Why do you want to know why I'm here?
Well, you're missing an arm.
Well, yeah, thanks a lot, Captain Obvious.
I mean, I guess that's interesting. Yeah, I would like to know the story behind that.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty harmless, so we thought we'd just, find out what's going on.
Did you just make a pun about my missing hand?
Humor's a good cure for everything.
Pardon him. He hasn't had a drink in a while.
I thought I'd lighten the mood,
He's one of those tieflings.
We're in a cell together. I just thought we'd try and, just try
Right.
ease the tension.
Well, right. No, I get it. Well, you see, I failed a mission I was sent on a while back for the general of this here keep. And, this being thrown in the cell was my initial punishment. And when I tried to get out, I was punished again and lost my hand.
You can get out.
Well, I could, yeah, if I had me other hand.
How did you get out?
Oh, well, I'm a thief. I've got me lockpicks. They didn't exactly, shake me down as much as they did you guys. I'm already in their army, so they didn't really feel a need to.
So why ain't you left yet?
I'm missing me hand. You kinda need two hands to pick a lock. Stupid bloody demon.
That would be handy, wouldn't it?
Oh God.
You keep talking mess about me hand, you're gonna get slapped.
With
And
what hand?
he moves his hand towards a small dagger on his belt. You see this
dagger
here?
as well? How'd they not get your weapon?
You dare draw a blade around a dragonborn? 5 times your size?
Madam,
I will
I'm not
eat you
drawing
for
it on
breakfast.
you. I'm not
Oh, well,
drawing
he's
it
my
on you. I'm
companion.
drawing it. Well, your companion needs to learn some fucking manners.
I mean, I do agree with you there.
Yeah, and I want a drink. Guess we can't get everything we want.
You'll have your drink once we get out.
Right, so again, is there a real reason you woke me up? Because with that guard standing there, we can't exactly get out of here. And if you do want to get out of here, I can help you. But
I can.
you're taking me with you.
Oh,
You just
so easily to agree.
Okay.
You sure you don't have ulterior motives there? That kind of makes me suspicious.
I mean,
Oh,
you admit
well,
you are
like,
a thief.
I'm sitting
that
in a
kinda makes-
cell.
Suspicious.
I'm sitting in a cell missing a hand and beaten to shit. I don't really have a whole lot of motives as it is right now. I just want to get out of here away from the people that are beating me.
What's to stop you
Now,
stealing
what
my
happens
hand?
after that, I'll probably go to a different keep, get a few goblins under me belt, and make a little raiding party. But until then, I just want to get out of the cell. You in or out?
I think that's a pure enough drive as it is.
I'll still be cautious.
I can take care of the guard.
Ooh. Okay.
Right, you take care of the guard,
Fucking right.
and me and your little elf friend there with the nimble fingers, we'll get out of here.
Elf?
Yeah, the elf standing over there in the corner.
Oh.
The only one who hasn't insulted me about my hand yet.
I have not. I apologize if I have insulted you.
Anyway,
Actually,
Anyway,
I don't really
Elf.
care.
Anyway, elf, you wanna help me get this lock? And he kind of motions towards Aliana.
Not really.
Right. Well, I don't have both hands, so unless somebody with nimble fingers helps me with me lockpicks, I can't really get us out of here. Do you want to just sit in the cell then?
I want to have a tea party.
Alright, so you're crazy just like the demon. Anyway, Dragonborn, you...
Tea party once we get out of here. That is the goal. Drink for you. Tea party for you. Warm bed and food for you, and no beating.
Fine, I'll help with the lock.
So, alright, Dragonborn, if you would kindly take care of the guard. Elf, come here so I can give you these lockpicks and show you how to use them. And you, demon, just do whatever it is you're gonna do.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Right. 'Cause that's a smart thing to do during a prison break.
Ooh,
Don't.
Can I take a nap too?
We can nap later. We can nap and then have all of our beautiful, lovely tea parties and drinks.
I'll just
Okay.
stand and
Like
judge. That's what I'll stand and judge.
Okay, that works. At least you'll be alert that way. Debating how I want to go about this.
No, just whack him with something.
Yeah, but I don't want to draw more attention and have more guards come. So I need her to like just focus him and trick him into coming closer. Alright. Okay, so Para is gonna go up to the bars and grab onto them and shout at the
Okay.
guard. Hey, you!
What do you want, inmate?
I haven't had a good arm wrestle in a while.
Really? That's what you want? Of
Oh,
all the things.
I don't know, damn it.
he's afraid. He's afraid to lose. He's afraid.
Persuasion!
He's
Persuasion check.
You can see it in his eyes. He doesn't want to lose.
Who's doing the persuasion check, me or Ben?
Yes, you're the one talking to him and challenging him to an arm wrestle.
God damn it. I don't know, I'm panicked.
Am
Oh,
I
shit.
causing intimidation to lower the roll?
What is that? Is it a 2?
That looks like an
No,
8.
it's an 8
That's an
with
8.
Okay.
persuasion is 1, so it's a 9.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna kind of look at you and kind of scoff. He's a big bird-looking man. He's got big muscly arms. I could take you easily, but I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not gonna indulge you. You're an inmate.
So, he won't fight a girl. What about an old man? Give me an arm wrestle.
Ben, persuasion.
My persuasion is +3 as well, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That's a 19.
Oh, damn. All right.
So 19 plus 3, so that's...
So he looks at you.
Nice.
Oh, an old man, eh? I could take you easily. And he reaches his hand through the little tray and reaches his hand up to yours.
Yeah.
Oh, the moment he grabs Azdic's hand, Para is
Mhm.
totally grabbing his forearm. Like
Okay.
she's going for that clutch.
Okay. Strength check.
Damn it. So that's 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5. Like, I was so excited because strength is like my thing. But apparently, not on this one.
Oi, you, Dragonborn! I told you I ain't gonna take you on. You're too easy. Old man, let's go. Come on, get over here.
Right. Okay. Bring it on. Don't go easy.
And he just kind of shakes off Para's hand a little bit. He's really pumped about practically breaking Ben's arm at this point.
I'm so fucking pissed right now. Oh my god.
Right. What do I need to do? I'm bringing it on.
Are you gonna reach up and grab his hand, or are you gonna just stand there and judge, as you put it?
Oh, I'm into it now. I'm gonna grab his hand.
What am I doing?
You're standing wherever you're standing in a corner still. You haven't really moved a whole lot.
Oh, what about that goblin?
The goblin is in the back of the room, so he's about 4 feet in front of you.
I wanna ask him for his knife.
Okay. So are you just gonna ask him like out loud, or are you gonna walk over to him and whisper it?
Walk over and whisper it.
Okay. So let's do a perception check for the guard. So this guard is going to notice Ali walk over. Oi, little elf girl, where are you going? Oh, sorry, that was the wrong voice. Wow, I'm so sorry. Let's try that again. God, so many
God,
voices
what happened to
already.
your accent?
Little elf girl, where are you going?
The bathroom.
He's gonna kind of like blink at you a little bit, and then, oh, right, of course. Just cover yourself with that blanket there for decency. And then he's gonna look back at Ben. Right then, you ready?
Are we doing this or what?
Of course we are. You, dragon, count us down.
Do I have a knife?
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
And, okay, so both of y'all's muscles tighten, and Ben, you're going to do a strength check versus the guard's strength,
Yeah, that's plus 0.
which is actually...
Is that a roll 20 as well?
which is actually not as good as I thought it was, so...
All them muscles and he doesn't know how to use them.
So he got a 6.
11!
Alright, so Ben is going to easily just like wrench this guard's arm over to his side and just easily beat this guard.
Yeah.
Oi, you cheated! You cheated! How did you cheat? There's no way you can beat me. I want a rematch.
I'm a wizard. Yeah, see? You should have...
Of course you are. All you demons are magic users. You don't know how to fight a real man's fight. You don't know how to use a sword. You ever had steel between your hands? No, of course not. All you know is how to use a ready stick.
I just hear sore loser talking. First you wouldn't fight the girl, then you lose to me and you can't handle it. Ugh.
I want a rematch.
Mm.
And again, his arm is still through the bars, so anything could happen.
By the way, guys, I'm distracting him.
Paris slightly fuming still from how fucked up she just ran that first one.
Okay.
Do I have the knife yet?
Did you ask the goblin for it?
Yes.
Okay. So the goblin is going to quietly hand you the knife, and let's roll him a stealth check. Oh shit, I gotta do this. So he's gonna have a 16 versus the guard's perception. We'll have a -3 for him because he's okay. Yeah, he didn't see shit. He's super pissed at the fact that he just lost to Ben. So
Never
the
underestimate
goblin
a
is going
wizard
to
or sorcerer.
silently hand you this knife. What? Oi, oi! What's your plan, girlie? What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Yes. Okay. So, Allie, you
Start
have
the
the
arm.
knife. The guard's hand is still sticking through the bars. Ben is, I guess, judging him silently, and the Dragonborn is fuming. Para is fuming.
She's probably gonna try again here in a
Fine.
second. So keep distracting him. Keep
Right.
distracting him, Ben.
Well, I give you the choice. You challenge the woman, or if you lose to me again, I get him a drink.
Fine. Let's just go. Let's get this over with. I know I can beat you.
Oh, how wrong you are. I want my drink. Bring it on.
Dragon, count us down again.
Wait,
3.
wait. I want to see this.
All right. We'll make a spectacle of it as I beat you. Hurry up and get over here, little elf girl.
3, 2, 1.
And strength check. So he got a 5. He did even
Oh,
worse.
I got a 5.
Okay, so both of y'all are like struggling and straining, and nothing is happening. Neither one of your arms are moving,
This is good.
but he is like, his eyes are like deadlocked onto yours, and you can hear him like grunting and straining against you.
My mentality right now is that I am purposely delaying, instantly just taking his hand out. I know what's going on. I am prepared.
I must prepare.
Claire's gonna reach for him again.
All right, roll another strength check and add a +2 because he's distracted.
That's 19, so that's 21.
That's a 19. Plus
Okay.
5. Plus
Plus
2.
So
Really?
that's like
That motherfucker through the bars.
So Para's gonna grab onto the guard's arm and yank backwards and like slam his face into the bars and like hold him there. Anybody else want to do anything? And he's obviously struggling, just like, oi, let me go.
I want to take the dagger and thrust it in his face.
All right, let's make an attack roll.
Which one's that?
That is a D20. Plus, I'll give you a +4 for the dagger.
1.
All right. So let's get this die 6. Okay. Awesome. The funny thing. Okay, cool. So Aliana is going to like lunge forward and try to plunge this dagger into the guard's throat. And the blanket is still on the floor from where y'all moved it. So her foot is going to get caught in this blanket, and she's going to fall face forward and like land in a small puddle of a liquid that you don't really know what it is, but it smells awful.
Oh god.
And again, the guard is still yelling, "Oi, let me go! Let me go! Help!
I'm
Help!
gonna headbutt
Somebody
him
help!"
I'm gonna headbutt him through the bars.
All right, make an attack roll.
That's a 2. So it's like
All right, so
4?
that wasn't as bad as Allie's. Still
I mean,
pretty bad.
It could have been worse.
It's still pretty
yes.
bad though. Okay, so he is going to make a strength check against you, Rex, trying to break out of your grasp. So here we go. That's a 10. It's respectable.
Oh, so I rolled a 10 as well, but I have a +5 to strength.
Right, so you're still holding on to him.
Okay.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Oh, you guys. I'm just in awe. I'm in shock.
Hand the knife to Rex.
What?
I want to hand the knife to Rex's character.
Okay, so Aliana gets up and kind of is dripping and hands Para the knife. Para, what do you do?
Alright, well, I'll take it, and I'll go for his throat.
Alright.
Much better, 13.
Plus 4
Uh,
is a 17. That will definitely hit. And roll 2d4 plus 2d4 plus 4.
okay, 2d4.
Yes.
So that's 2. And 3. So that's 5. Plus the 4, so that's 9 total.
Okay, 9. Okay, so that will kill him. So Para reaches back with one hand and grabs the knife from Aliana and lunges forward and plunges it into this guard's throat. And the guard is still screaming, kind of, help! 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 And then just kind of gurgles, and then slumps forward against the bars and goes limp.
You guys made a complete mess of this.
And the goblin is gonna pipe up, oh yeah, I'd say you did. We could have done that so much quieter.
You know
But
what? We got him. We
right. You took
Okay.
you took care of the
Yes,
god.
he's
You
taking
took care of the
care
god. You did your part. Let me do mine. And he's gonna walk up and just grab the key off the guard's belt. Well, don't need my picks for this. And just reach up and unlock the door. And down the hallway, you can hear footsteps, and you can see light coming from down this dark hallway. There's a staircase at the end of it going up, and you can see a little bit of light kind of going down into it. And you hear other guards. Oi! Oi, is everything alright down there? What's going on?
I'm gonna fail this, I know if I try.
Ben, do it.
Ben, do it. Your persuasion is beautiful, do it.
Do it, okay, fine.
Do it!
Fine, I'm the only one that seems to be getting shit done around here.
I mean, I killed a man after several failed attempts.
Fell on my face and covered in some questionable liquid.
You do realise that one of you guys now owe me a drink, because, you know.
I will gladly give you a drink if we get out of here. I will gladly buy you 10. Let's go.
Deal, right. Time to persuade. Who am I persuading? What's going on?
The guards.
Yes.
Yeah, there's more guards coming down the stairs. So first, what are you saying, and then roll a persuasion check.
Any ideas what I should say?
Just tell them everything's fine.
Or do I tell them there's a guy over there and they need to go and check him? That way they run over there and we could just walk out. Nah, everything's fine. Okay, I'll shout up everything's fine in my best guard voice impression.
Alright. Roll a persuasion check.
I don't think I could do the voice impression, but I'll give it a go. 10.
Plus your persuasion modifier
Three.
is
13.
so 13. Alright. 13 doesn't quite pass it, but it gets close. So they're gonna shout back down, we heard you screaming! What's going on down there? There are 4 of us up here. What is going on? If there's something happening, you need to tell us right now.
Nothing. Just lost an arm wrestle to a girl and an old man. Just a bit upset.
Another persuasion check. Oh wait, this one will be a deception check
Oh, same thing. +3.
because you are lying to them.
That's a total of 5.
What? Where's your re-roll that? I don't see your dice.
I see it.
Oh, is it?
It's a 2.
So it's a total of 5.
Isn't your deception higher? I thought your deception. Well, either way,
Deception's under the same.
All right, we're coming down. We don't. There's no way you are who you say you are. We're coming down. And again, you hear rapid footsteps, and the light is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Now there is a small door to your left, just about halfway up the hallway. And
I messed up.
Again, the footsteps are getting louder. The light is getting brighter.
Is there a weapon on the dead guard? That's obvious.
There is a wooden club on the dead guard.
Oi, which one of you can use that dagger?
I have the
Well-
dagger.
Well, that'd be me, wouldn't it? You silly demon. It's my dagger, after all.
Yeah, but you're...
I'll grab the club, and then I'll also grab the goblin to carry him.
Oi, put me down. I've still got both my feet.
I mean, if you want to run away from guards, be my guest, I guess. If you get left behind, it's not my fault. Will you
Well,
keep
I mean,
up?
you've already made a mess of things, so all I have to do is sit in this cell and say you got away, don't I?
I mean, if you want to stay here forever,
They
then
trust me a
yes.
whole lot more than they trust you, and if I'm sitting in my cell, then they're not going to beat me as much as they would if I was out of my cell.
If he doesn't want to come, then okay, I will leave him. If he doesn't want to follow.
I'm not saying I don't want to come. I'm just saying I don't need you to carry me. I have other options.
I just wanted to be nice. Excuse me, let's go!
I mean,
I'm gonna start going down the hallway to the other door.
Okay.
I
Is anybody else okay? Aliana, are you following?
I'm just gonna sit down and start crying.
Can I pick you up?
Yes.
I will pick up Aliana, and I will carry her.
All right,
I'm
let's do
doing
a
so
strength
very
check.
hurriedly.
Let's do a strength check real quick. If it's over a 10, you can do it.
It's 19 plus 5.
Okay, yeah, you pick her up and sling her over your shoulder while she's like bawling silently. And y'all are moving towards the door. All right.
Mhm.
So let's
I need to pin
make
it down.
an.
Just
All
open
right,
it.
everybody make an athletics check to run down this hallway before the guards get there.
That's an 18 for me, a 15 for bollocks. Oi, woman, what's your name
Well,
again?
Ali, you
Oh my
don't have to because Rex is carrying you.
I rolled a
and-
15 plus 5 for athletics. So 20.
All right. So you both make it. Now let's do Goblin here. Okay. So everybody makes it to the door, and the Goblin looks at the door and he's like, "Oh, boy, this is great. This is the equipment room. This is where all your stuff is."
Oh, hey, alcohol.
And he looks at the lock. He's like, "Oh, well, this will be tricky though. I've got to pick this." So he pulls out his little picks, and he's like, "Oi, little elf girl, this is where I need your help. I need your help." And he's looking
Yeah.
up at Aliana.
Do you want to give him a hand?
"Oi, demon, knock it off with the jokes."
I mean, we
God.
can always use a hand sometimes.
Just try.
I
to
put her
diffuse the
down
tension.
next to him and just be like, please help him. Is the door made of wood?
The door is made of reinforced wood. It's like wood with iron strips going through it to reinforce it.
Because, like, if I feel like I can bash through it, I will just bash through everything. I am done.
So, Aliana, are you helping him with the lock pick?
Yes.
Okay. So, you're going to make a. Let's see. What's the proper. There's a word for it. I think it's like a thievery or dungeoneering. What's the skill?
The sleight of
Oh.
hand.
Yeah, there we go. Make a sleight of hand check and add a +4 because he's basically telling you how to do it. So you
Those
fumble
plus
and bumble for a few seconds, but eventually you hear the click and the clunk of the lock, and the door eases open a little bit. He's like, right, little elf girl got it. So get in there, get your stuff, let's go. And the door swings open. And inside is your gear, and the goblin's gear. So he's got his little armor on, and he's got a few more little daggers and like a little short bow.
Oh, sweet.
So do you want to
So
stay
I've
in this
got-
room, or
Yeah,
do
I'm
you
gonna
want to?
get Well, leather armor isn't too tough to put on, so that won't take me too long to put on. And now I have my trusty battle axe, so I'm a lot more ready for a fight.
And I got my beer.
Mm-hmm.
I take a swig.
Of course.
Right.
Can we have a tea party now?
Not yet, little girl.
Not quite yet.
Gotta kill
Not
the
quite
guys
yet.
outdoors.
Back down and start crying again.
And you say, I'm gonna be the one.
Somebody get this girl a tea party. Jesus.
Don't worry, we'll have a tea party soon. Just please stop crying. Just please. This is completely beyond Paris' capabilities. She does not deal with like children like this.
Well, again, Aliana,
doesn't, I know.
according to the army, Aliana is about 27 years old. That's what she told them.
But that's still like
She looks and acts like she's like 12 years old though, because of her half elf nature.
and that's gonna be the impression that Para gets, because if she
Right.
acts and looks like it, that's how she's gonna act and feel around her too.
What kind of
Right.
bastards locked up a 12-year-old girl?
Well, she was the enemy. She was part of the enemy army. They don't care how old she looks or acts. So again,
Okay.
are y'all staying in the room or are y'all moving out into the hallway?
I will move out into the hallway.
Okay.
I wait until she's moved out and then I follow slowly behind. Gotta have the shield in front. And I get to drink a bit more.
Aliana?
I'm gonna go from sitting to lying down.
Okay. And the goblin is going to move out there with you guys. And so, okay, now everybody's in the hallway, right? Ready for a fight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, marching down the stairs, there are 4 big, burly-looking birdmen, all carrying clubs. These are Aarakocras. They've got their wings folded in because they're indoors, and there's only about a 7-foot high ceiling. These guys stand about 5'10", and they're all wielding clubs and torches. Oi, you lot! Stop right there! Prisoners, stop it! Get back to your cell, now!
Not a chance. How close are they?
Alright. They're fairly close now. They're standing at the foot of the stairs, so they're about 10 feet in front of you.
They're
Alright.
talking to us.
Are you having us initiate?
Oh, yeah, no.
Or can...
Yeah, y'all definitely roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative. Okay, so first things first. Aarakocra number 1. He's gonna sidle up next to Para there because she's standing in front and making an attack roll with his club, and he misses. Aarakocra number 2. He rolled a 3, by the way.
Okay.
Is a 12, so a 15. Is that good enough?
My armor class is 12, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna hit. That is 1d4 flat damage. That is 1 damage to Para. And now it's the goblin's turn. He's gonna back up 5 feet, pull out his little short bow, and fire at Aarakocra number 4. Right, yeah, 4. A 13 plus 4, that will hit. And his damage, it's a short bow. 4 plus 3, 7. That's the first one. And that is his turn. Alright, Aztec, your turn. What are you going to do?
Ooh. I got my magic, don't I? Ooh.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
How do I don't know. I don't remember what I've got.
For those at home, we had a practice session we didn't record. And Aztec here went down before he could do anything. So we're about to find out what he can actually do.
Oh. Hey, I'm unprepared again.
Oh no!
Alright.
Shocker!
Shush, woman, or I'll smack you silly.
She just
How
blinks
far?
at him.
How far away are they?
They're right next to Paris, so they're like 2 feet away from you right now. Like they're
Cool.
just out of arm's reach.
Oh, Constitution 2.
Well, one of them is face to face with Para. The other two are still at the other side of the hallway, so they're like 6 or 7 feet away from you.
It's not a very particularly wide hallway, is it?
No, it's only about 4 or 5 feet across. They're basically standing shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. And if I'm 6'3" in a 7-foot hallway.
Oh yeah, no, you're a big person. You're a very big person.
Very big.
You know, shall I start with my magic missile?
You can if you want.
Yeah, we're pretty good. I shall fire away with my magic missile. Yeah.
And tell the folks at home what magic missile does.
I will be creating 3 glowing darts of magical force. Pew, pew, pew. Each dart will hit a creature of my choice. Yeah. Within range, of course. Over 120 feet.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're gonna fire one at each of them, or are you firing all 3 at the same one?
I'll be taking down. Ooh. Oh.
Because it says you can choose.
I can.
So if you fire one at all 3 of them, you're gonna have to make 3 separate attack rolls. But it also weakens the damage you do.
Ooh. I think I may go after the first target. I shall start with. Ooh.
Well, you have to choose. You have to choose before you fire the spell.
I shall.
You can't say, "Oh, I fire one," and "Oh, that killed him," so I'll fire the other 2.
No. They all strike simultaneously. So I shall. Rex, what's your character name?
Para.
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 Para. How? What?
P-E-R-R-A. Para.
Oh, Para. Oi, Para, do I hit the back one? Or the front one?
Hit the front one. It's in
Front
my
one.
face.
Yeah, but I thought you could take the front one. Fine, the front one it shall be. Right, fire away. What do I do?
Alright, make an attack roll.
What do I roll for that one? Is it a 4?
D20.
That's
20? It's always a
D20.
20, basically. Okay. 11!
Plus your spell attack, which is... It should say on your sheet, like, spell attack, spell bonus or whatever.
Spell attack bonus, +5.
Yeah. Plus 5. Okay, so
16.
that hits. So what does each bolt do? What is it, like 1d4 plus whatever?
1d4 plus 1.
Okay, so roll 1d4 plus 1, and then we'll multiply that by 3.
Yes. Am I rolling this one, or are you rolling this one?
You do.
That is you.
It'll be me.
It's your damage.
It's your damage. You get to roll it.
Is that my
The little
triangle
triangle
dice?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that
Yep,
going to roll?
that's the little triangle
How's it
dice.
gonna roll? That's a 3.
3 plus
Plus
1,
one.
so 4. 4 times 3 is 12. That will kill Eric Cocker number 2.
Yeah, suck on those balls of. Whoa, what am I firing? What is this?
You're
Force.
firing. All right, so in the span of about 3 seconds, 2 of the Aarakocras have charged Para, and one missed, one bonked her on the head for a little bit of damage, and the goblin reacted by shooting one in the face, and Aztec shot the other one with his little force darts, and his chest cavity kind of caved in, and they both stumble and fall to the ground dead. Para, it is your turn. There are only 2 left, and they are blocking the exit to the hallway.
I want to use my breath attack.
Alright. Just busting out the big guns.
She is done. She wants out. Okay. Hold on, I gotta remember how this works. Alright, each creature in the area of the exhalation must make a saving throw, the type of which is determined by your draconic ancestry. And Mine is silver, so that's a constitution.
All right. What do they gotta beat?
And let's see. That's the DC for this equals 8 plus my constitution modifier plus my proficiency. So that's 8 plus 2, so 12.
So they gotta beat a 12. All right. Air Cocker number 1 fails. Air Cocker number 2 fails. They both fail.
Alright. The creature takes 2d6 damage on a fail save. So, where's my d6? Ah! Here it is. So that's 2
Mm-hmm.
and 2. So they take 4 points of damage each.
All right. They are still alive. But good at all. They both kind of stumble back from these. What is it? It's frost, isn't it? I think
Cold,
it's
yeah.
ice or cold. Yeah. So they both kind of stumble back, and you can see ice kind of forming on their wings, and they take a knee real quick and start breathing real heavy. And they both stand up. It's like, we said back to your cell. And Eric Cocker number 1 is going to charge forward at Para, make an attack. 6 plus 3 is 9, so that is a miss.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric Cocker number 4 is going to do the same thing. 10 plus 3 is a 13. That hits.
That's a hit.
And 1d4, where'd I put those? For 2 damage. And top the order, Goblin, he's going to fire another arrow at Air Cocker number. Okay, that hits. And 1d6 plus 3. So he kills Air Cocker number 1. Again, the arrow flies forward and just kind of sticks this Air Cocker in the chest. And the Air Cocker stumbles and falls down. And Azdic,
Aye.
what are you going to do?
Oh.
What about me?
You're not engaged. You're crying on the floor.
Hold on.
All of this is happening within a matter of seconds. Like, that first round took all of 6 seconds. Each round of combat is roughly 6 seconds.
Yeah, hearing the combat, I want to come investigate stealth.
Okay. So you poke your head out the door and you see a pile of, like, birdmen and feathers laying on the ground in front of Para with arrows, and one's got a chest cavity caved in. 2 of them have arrows sticking out of their heads. And Para's just kind of standing there. The last one remaining has a little bit of ice on his wings, but he's breathing really, really hard. Azdic, it's your turn.
Okay, fine. Right, I'm going to use my chill touch.
Alright, keeping with the cold. I like it.
Yeah, it kind of inspired me. I want to remember. I need. It's been a while, okay, guys. I need to get used to. Oh, that cold's on me as well. I need to get kind of used to my skills again. So let's practice. Just how do I make a sound effect for chill touch?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. I like it.
Right. Chill touch is that I create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a range. I'm slurring my words, okay, guys. I've just found my drinks. I've kind of just gone a bit overhand, so I do apologise. Right. So I shall make a ranged spell attack against the creature to assail it with the chill of the grave. On a hit, the target takes a 1d8 necrotic damage. Ooh. And it can't regain hate points until the start of your next turn. Why am I getting so fascinated over this? Sorry. Just excuse me. Until then, the hand clings to the target. If you hit an undead target, it also has a disadvantage on the attack roll against you until the end of the next turn. The spell damage increases by 1d8 when you reach the 5th level. Oh, I don't know how to talk about that. Okay, so right, I'm doing a 1d8 lot of necrotic damage.
You have
Nice.
to roll for attack first.
I do.
Yep,
so
you gotta roll your attack.
18.
Well,
That,
shit.
that hits. That hits.
Good to know.
Don't even have to add anything to that.
Sweet. And now I'm rolling a 1d8.
All right. You reach out with your ghostly
That's
hand,
an 8 in total.
and it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You reach out with your ghostly hand, and it kind of wraps around this Aarakocra's head and stays there for a second. And when it releases, his head is just like this ice cube on his shoulders, and his shoulders slump, and he falls over, and the ice shatters as it hits the ground. And now there is a headless Aarakocra on the ground amongst the bodies of his brethren.
I forgot how good this feels.
And there you go. You are out of combat. The goblin kind of looks up at you guys and is like, "Oh, well, you lot can handle yourself in combat, can't you? It's good to know. Right, we got to get going, though. There's going to be more of them if we stay around here any longer."
Right.
Actually, my tea party.
What?
Aye, little girl, come along.
She's asking about her tea party again.
Oh. Momentarily, we need to get out of here. This is no place for a tea party. And then Para will reach out to hold her again.
Aliana, how do you respond?
I don't know.
Well, do you want me to carry you or not?
Yes.
Okay. I'll pick you up. I'll pick her up then.
Okay, well, if she's doing it willingly this time, you don't have to make a strength check.
She was doing it willingly last time, too.
Well, no, she was kind of sitting in a puddle of questionable
Oh,
liquid and
that's right.
crying.
Crying. I gotta pick her up.
Now she's just kind of like, "Please take me with you."
Okay. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
All right, so moving up the stairs, you come to a door, and there's a grate in the middle of it that looks out into a sort of a wide open space surrounded by walls. So kind of like a courtyard situation.
Is there anybody out there?
Roll a perception check.
10.
Okay, so Para looks out this grate, and she sees the walls, she sees an empty stable, and she sees a couple more of these birdmen, Aarakocras, kind of gathered around a small campfire, but they don't really seem to be paying too much attention to the door. They're on the other side of the courtyard, and that's about all she can see.
Okay. I will tentatively and as quietly as I can open the door.
Stealth check.
Why? That's 5. Don't! Ethan, don't!
So Para reaches down and grabs the knob of this door, or the handle per se, and she starts to open it. And right as she does, it creaks just a tiny bit, and the goblin reaches his hand. He's like, "Oh, wait, crazy dragon! Just give me a second here. I've got a little bit of oil in me pack. I can oil up these hinges that way they don't make any noise. If you just wait a second." Jeez,
I want out.
crazy dragon. Alright, so he is going to pour a little bit of oil to loosen these hinges a bit, and then he is going to make a stealth check to open it. And he deftly and silently opens this door and kind of waves his hand at you guys to follow him.
Alright, I follow.
Alright, everybody, follow the shrimp.
He got an 18. He did not get a 4. He got an 18.
Definitely not
Which
a 4.
was- Which technically turned into like he had +5. Oh, yeah, he got a 23 total.
Right, everyone follow the miniature British.
Oi, oi, demon! You've got to quit it. You're really pissing me off, man. Come on, I'm trying to help you out, and you're ruining it. You're ruining it.
Sounds more
Do you have any idea how easy it would be for me to yell right now?
It'd be the last thing you do.
Hmm.
I mean, you did me a service. You got me out of the cell. I like you for that. Let's get out of the keep, and we can go our separate ways.
Yeah, do we actually still
Right.
need him?
I'm not gonna just kill him. Don't you
Oh,
dare
whoa,
kill
whoa.
him.
I was just talking about just kicking him out a window or something, not killing him.
We don't need to kick him out a window. We're not anywhere near a window. We're in a courtyard.
Did
Okay.
we find out his name yet?
Are you what?
That's actually a good idea. What, dude? Oi, goblin thing. What's your name?
What, me? Really? That's what you want to ask me right now?
Well, yeah.
My name's Elroy. All right, let's get on with it. Let's go.
Oh, right.
Like
Yeah,
he means any better.
very funny. Let's go. All right, so he's gonna move quietly down the wall, and he's gonna find a little doorway that goes into the wall and out the other side. And again, he's gonna make another stealth check to open it. That is a 17. He opens that one and kind of waves you guys through. Oi, come on. Let's go. Let's get out of here. And everybody else needs to make a stealth check except for Allie. And Rex, you're going to have a -2 because you're carrying her.
So let's see, 17, 15.
Oh, I am on the roll today.
And Ben crit. All right, so Ben, in his now drunken stupor, somehow manages to avoid all of the noisy objects and silently, as a ghost,
Yo,
get to this door and go
I'm the drunk
outside.
master.
The goblin,
When I'm drunk.
Elroy looks really impressed, because not only are you just bumbling drunk, but you did that without making a pin drop of a sound. And Rex, you kind of you stumble for a second, but you make it through. The Aarakocra seem to be eating something, and they're again not paying any mind to whatever's going on over by that door. So now you are outside of the keep. You are in a dark, dark forest. Looming in the back, you see a mountain, and looking up to the sky, you can see 6 different lights, beams basically, near, far, way off in the distance. They're all shooting up into the sky and causing these little swirly tornado-like clouds around them.
Whoa.
And you know that your main military base camp is to the south. You don't know where you're at, but you know that your main camp is in the south of the continent, in a city called I had it in a city called Westgrave. The name of the city is Westgrave. That is where your HQ is.
And Westgrave is to the south.
Yes.
Okay, do we know which way south is, or?
Yeah, you know which way
Okay,
south
I
is.
was like,
But
are you gonna make me roll
you can use the
We're
stars.
gonna have to wait until the sun rises.
Yeah, again, you're in a very, very dark, heavily wooded area. You know which way south is, but you don't know if there's a road or if there's anything
Which way
like
did
that
you say
around.
these giant lights are?
They're near, far. Like there's one. Like this isn't a castle. This is kind of like a lookout keep. So there's one that looks really close to you, but it's not coming from the keep itself.
How many beams are there?
There are 6.
I don't know what they are, and I don't care. I want to get home.
I'm tempted to find out.
Oh God.
Which direction is this
Well-
closest keep?
That, well, you're standing next to the closest one. The closest beam looks to be about 10 miles to the east, if to your guess.
To the east.
It would take you about 3 hours to get there. On foot.
Right. So now we're out. Goblin, you staying with us? Or do you want to go?
No, I told you. We go our separate ways. I got you out. You got me out of the cell. I got you out of the keep. We're splitting. We're going our separate ways. If I see you down the line and I'm on the other side, I might have to kill you. I'm just saying. I might have to kill you.
I mean, you could always come for a drink, but that's your loss. More for me.
I mean, you might find a second arm on the way. We might be able to fix it. I can fix your arm if you find me a spare one.
Again, it's not me arm. It's me hand. Just the hand.
Yeah,
I don't need a whole new arm.
enough that it's all the same thing.
I kind of resent that. You know what? No. I don't want your drink. Don't want your money. You got me out. I got you out. Let's go our separate ways.
Fine. But okay.
And he's just gonna disappear in the underbrush.
I wanna ask him to come to the tea party before he goes.
No, lass, it's alright. Look, you did me enough kindness by getting me out of that ready cell. I'll leave you to it. Again, if we meet somewhere down the road and I'm on the other side, I might have to kill you. So I'd rather just
with one hand.
I'd rather just get out of your way now and hope that doesn't come to pass.
I wanna persuade to come to it.
Alright, do a persuasion check.
20.
Wait, what, really? Oh god. Of course. She's the one.
I mean, what better roll to use than that 20 on?
That 21.
Alright. I'll go to your ruddy tea party. He kind of like sighs really heavily and steps up behind you. He's like, alright, where's the tea? Where's the party? Let's go. Let's just go. Let's get this over with so we can part ways as acquaintances or friends or whatever you want to call it. Let's do the tea party. Let's get it done so we can go. Let's go. We got to get out of here. We've got to get out of here before more gods come.
While we're at it, you can teach me how to pick a lock. Yeah, okay. Right, let's shed a bit of light on the situation. I am going to cast the skill of dancing lights. See, I did it again.
Do you really want to do that next to the keep you just broke out of?
Please no.
I mean, you can. You totally
who's
can.
Convincing me not to?
But remember,
I'm gonna convince you not to.
Again, you totally can. But remember, the guards have wings. Like they can fly.
Okay, fine. We need to pick a direction. Are we going to that? Are we going home, or are we going to the beam of light? That's interesting. Over that direction.
I mean, that's interesting, but it's not. I don't know if that's safe.
We're meant to be.
There tomorrow, won't it?
What?
Don't know. We don't know what lies beyond.
Oh my goodness, no.
Fine. Let's go home.
Thank you.
You still owe me a drink.
I will buy you 10 drinks.
Okay.
Alright, so y'all are heading towards the base camp then?
Yes.
Alright.
Off south.
So y'all trudge through these woods in the southernmost direction you can find, looking at the stars and everything. And you travel for about 7 or 8 hours before the sun starts breaking the tree line. And you get a much more confident direction of south. And judging by the trees and the way the sun is and the terrain, you judge that you are roughly a day and a half to 2 days travel away from this city. And again, you're in a real thick, heavy wooded forest. Do you want to just keep going?
Getting kind of hungry.
Yeah, I imagine we're probably hungry, and we probably could use a rest.
That
Alright, so you're gonna make camp?
making camp.
Yeah, let's make camp.
Alrighty. So you make camp, you all take naps, do guard duty shifts or whatever. Everybody take a full rest. So what that entails is you get everything you've used back, your hit points, your spell slots, all that good gravy. And when y'all are ready to set off again, it is roughly 7 p.m. So it's starting to get a little dark. It's about dusk before y'all are ready to set off again.
Okay.
So are y'all gonna set off into the night under cover of darkness, or are you gonna wait until daylight to look for a road or something?
I'm good with continuing on during the night.
Nighttime is safer, I think. Apart from animals, but we can take.
Okay, so let's see. Aztec is a tiefling, so he has dark vision.
I have dark.
The
vision
goblin has
indeed.
dark.
I can also send some lights on our way if we need them be.
Well, now you're far enough away that you can use your dancing lights. You're about you're about like we were walking for about 8 hours, so like yeah, you're a good distance away from that keep, and so yeah, you can use those lights if you want.
I mean, they do only last a minute, so do I want to keep repeatedly doing it?
I mean,
Well,
a minute
isn't it
worth it.
isn't it a cantrip?
It is.
Dancing light, yeah. So you could just keep that going. You can use that as many times as you want.
Yeah, all right, fine. Let's light the way. We might find something useful on the side of the road, or wood or tree. Ah. Now, guys, do I make 4 torches and stick them around us so we can all see everything, or do I just make a humanoid, brighter version to light the way?
That sounds like a conversation topic that nobody is answering.
I say light the way.
You know, I'm just gonna combine them all and make a medium size to go in front of us.
Ready? So y'all are trekking through this forest, and let's see. Biggest person is Rex. Rex, make me a perception check, please.
13 plus 3, so that's 6.
16. All right. So as you're walking through the dark forest with the help of Ben's light, you can see a small cave in the side of this hill over here. Do you go up to it? Do you pass it on, or?
Can I tell if it looks like it's inhabited by anything?
That would be a nature check. Nope.
Nope.
That is a crit one. You don't know. It's a hole.
What's great is I have -1 to nature too, so it's like
So you got a 0.
it's like 0. It's like
Oh man.
I don't know shit.
Oh.
So yeah, you see a hole in a hill. That's what you got.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Can I do that too?
Yeah, no, you can do it. You can do a nature check. See if it's habited or what kind of cave it is.
14. I have a 0 modifier.
Okay. So with a 14, you notice that there are some tracks leading out of the cave, but they are very, very old. They happened hours and hours ago. Like nobody's come back. They left. Whoever it was didn't have anything or wasn't trying to carry anything out. Like it looks like somebody may have, made camp in there and then just left. There's
I
also,
want to explore.
well, no, that's what you got.
She wants to
I
explore.
want to explore.
All right, so Aliana is going to step up to the mouth of this cave. And Aliana, do you have dark vision for your half elf? I don't think you do.
I don't think.
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay. So you're going to look inside this cave and make a perception check, please.
Oh, yep, they do have dark vision.
Yeah, I can always shed my light into the actual cave to help as well.
Ben, I was gonna have you. I was gonna tell you that you would have to move your light to there if she didn't have dark vision, but she does.
She
so
does, so it doesn't matter. That's all good.
I'm
That's
the
all
only
good.
one who doesn't have dark vision.
I can give you some dark vision.
No, thank you.
My dice got stuck like on a point.
Okay, re-roll it. If it lands cockeyed like that, you can just re-roll it. Alright, so what's that?
7.
A 7. What is your perception bonus?
No, 7 total. 4 plus 3.
Oh, okay. So you peer into this cave, but you don't really see anything. It's dark. It's a dark hole. That's what you got. Anybody else?
I'm just gonna walk in with my lights.
Okay, make a perception check.
Just do one final check. 12.
Plus your perception, which is...
Perception plus 1. 13.
Alright, and I'll give you another +2 for your light. So that's a 15 total. Alright, so Ben walks up to the mouth of this cave and has his little humanoid light thing following him. And he notices the tracks on the ground, and he also notices a bit of a skid mark next to it, not on the same path. It looks a bit fresher, and there's a little bit of dried blood with it. And it leads out of the cave, not into it.
Ooh. But, oh dear, guys. Something was dragged. Something was killed, beaten, dragged. Not a
Ew.
killer.
Might just be animals. Might just be a hunter.
Either way, moving on.
You want to continue into the little cave, or do you want to move on?
I vote for moving on.
You want to move on? This looks boring to me. I think we should move on.
Going in.
Going in.
Okay, so we got one for moving on, one for going in, and the other one is undecided.
What does Elroy say?
Elroy isn't really saying anything. He wants to get this tea party over with so he can leave.
He's most likely going to be following.
Yeah, he's kind of just following Allie around so that he can do this tea party thing she keeps going on about, and then he can leave.
Ugh. Para, we're just going to have to just look after, aren't we? We're just going to have to follow.
I
Fine.
guess.
Fine.
Just to fucking babysit.
If this is new stuff, I call it. I want 50% of the treasure.
Alright, Tiefling.
Lead the
I guess-
way, little one.
I can't really
Alright.
lead the way.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to duck a little bit to get inside this cave.
And I don't have dark
Wait.
vision.
Oh, I'm lighting the way, don't worry.
Wait.
Can I cast a light in the middle of the cave?
You can cast it on an object. So you can cast it on something you're wearing, or like your staff.
Can I pick up a rock, cast it on that, and hand it
Yeah.
to Lisa?
I like
She
your
doesn't have to
thinking.
roll for that, right?
No, not to cast it on a rock.
Okay. Alright, I guess I take this rock and I walk forward into the cave farther.
Alright. So, make another perception check and add a +3 to it, please.
This is a 3. What are these rolls? Okay. So that's
Alright, so again,
6 for perception.
again, you
plus
are just fascinated with the shiny rock in your hand. You don't notice a whole lot. Anybody else?
Para and just ask what's going on with you today. You're making a mess of everything.
I'm not making a mess of anything.
Can I do the same thing?
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
Wait, both of us?
Well, I mean, whoever
Because
wants to, I
I
guess.
slap first and then,
Roll this.
you know, does the follow-up slap. So 1, 2.
You both can, like, at the same time. There's no, like, thing that you can't.
I got a 5 with a 1.
Alright, so Ben is also fascinated by the rock.
I get mid-slap and then be like, oh, I see what you're interested in. Look how smooth it is. Why is there 2 of them?
There's only one.
There's clearly 2. And
No,
then
there's
now,
only one, and
no.
I am holding it. You don't get to hold one,
Yeah,
because
you-
there's only one.
yeah. And when did you grow a second hand?
I've always
Sure.
had 2 hands.
I've kind of drunk a bit more since we entered the cave.
This is becoming very obvious and clear.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's your excuse? Miss, I'm fascinated by rocks.
I want to kick him, and so I'm just gonna storm farther into the cave, I guess.
Did Ali get the slap?
Not yet!
Okay, so Aliana, what did you roll for your perception? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Add a 6. I rolled a 6 and I have a 3 modifier.
Oh, so you got like a 9?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the rock isn't as shiny to you, but you do like that you made the rock shine. Okay, so nobody noticed that
This is
in
a
the back
very,
of this
very fancy
cave
rock.
there is a bear, a black bear to be precise. And the shiny rock wakes the bear up. And he sees the shiny rock and he sees the big dragonborn holding it. And he gets really pissed. And he stands up and he moves to attack you, Para, because you didn't notice him. He gets a surprise attack.
Aw,
So let's
shit.
just do a claw. So he's got a +3 on that. And he crits. Oh, damn. So, let's see. So he's gonna do 8 damage to Para.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay. Para doesn't look good.
Alright, and everybody roll initiative. Yeah, his claw is a 2d4, so. 13. Okay, Allie. Allie got a crit.
13 plus 1.
Alright, and the bear. Oh, well, Goblin. Well, Elroy first. Elroy got a 16, and the bear gets a 9. Alright, so everybody's going before the bear. So we've got Aliana.
What does animal handling do again?
And then, what is
Animal
that?
handling
Is that a
is
19?
like dealing with animals, basically.
Then we got Para, and then we got Elroy, and then we've got Aztec, and then we've got Black Bear. And Para, what are you down to now?
I'm down to 4.
Alright. Alright, so Aliana, you are going first. What are you gonna do?
Can I do anything with the 5 animal handling?
Can you do anything with what?
Animal handling. In this situation?
No, you can't. I mean, you could try to calm him down, I guess. But he's he's a wild animal, and 2, he's really pissed that you woke him up in the middle of the night with a shiny rock.
Okay, what's the difference between Cure Wounds and Healing Word?
Those are spells you would have to look up. I'm sure.
I've got
I don't have a book.
Yeah.
Right.
I
well,
think
Just look at my
I think it's the amount of healing you do, and one of them is a cantrip and one of them is a spell slot.
what class?
She's
She is a cleric.
Cleric. Okay. What are
So
they
I'm
called?
pretty sure.
Cure wounds and what was the other one?
healing
Lay-
word.
Healing word and
Cure wounds.
cure wounds. Cure wounds is instantaneous. A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to the 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. No effect on undead or constructs. Healing word is a creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equals to a 1d4 plus the ability modifier. So
Okay, so one of them
so
is
cure wounds is on touch with a 1d8. Healing word is range 1d4.
Are they both level 1 spells?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a 60
well,
foot
y'all are
radius
all
for
standing
healing.
next to each other. Yeah, well, you're all pretty much standing next to each other in the mouth of this cave, so either one of those you could do, Ali.
Cure wounds would be the better one.
I wanted to cast Cure Wounds on Para.
Okay, so roll 1d8 and add your spellcasting modifier.
3.
So 3 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Which one's that?
The I think, what is it for clerics? It's like intelligence or something, I think.
No, I think it.
Isn't that its own?
Is
Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Okay, so that's a +5. Okay, so 3 plus 5 is 8. So Para gets 8 health back.
Isn't that all her health?
Yes. Now I'm back to 12.
Alright, so
Huzzah!
Para is healed.
I say.
And Para, it is your turn.
All right.
Wait. Aliana, do you want to move? You didn't move.
no, I'm gonna stay with the group.
Okay.
I'm going to push the bear back with the like using my battle axe, like just push the bear away from everybody else.
Alright, so let's make a strength check.
8.
Versus the bear. Yeah, the bear is not swayed by your shiny axe. He rolled an 18.
God damn it.
You should have just thrown the rock. He'd be distracted by the rock.
It's my rock. Maybe I want to keep it.
Do you wish to move? I mean, I guess you could step closer to him.
Yeah, I guess like as long as I'm in front of everybody else between them and the bear.
Okay. Alright, so now it is Elroy's turn. Elroy is going to pull out his little goblin-style short sword here and stab at the bear. Okay. And Elroy hits. So that's this. And the bear takes 7 damage. Bear doesn't like that. Bear gets angry.
Oh, now he's enraged. Rawr.
Alright, and Azdic.
Right, well, I'll just keep things simple. I'll go to my magic missiles.
Alright, roll for attack.
9.
Plus your spell attack modifier.
Would be my 5. Which puts me at 14.
14. That will hit.
Huzzah! Right.
Roll 1d4 plus 1 and multiply it by 3.
2. Which plus 1 is 3.
So 3 times 3 is 9. Alright, Bear takes 9 damage. Bear's not looking too good, guys. He's pretty pissed. You woke him up in the middle of the night, you showed him a shiny rock, and then you stabbed him and shot him with some weird force stuff. Bear doesn't like you guys. He's upset. So Bear is going to attack the closest thing to him, which is Para. And he is going to attack once with his... He's going to try to bite Para. And let's roll. Oh, wait. That hit other. So that was a crit.
Crit? Like crit
Yeah.
hit?
Yeah.
God damn it.
So this one's gonna hurt a little bit more. This one is 10 damage. So Bear is really pissed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Pear is struggling. Real bad. This is not good.
And back to the top of the order, we have Aliana.
I have no idea what just happened.
Alright, so the bear took a beating from Elroy and Azdek. Para is now down to 2 hit points because the bear bit the shit out of Para. The bear bit Para to... He like clamped down on her arm, and Para didn't like it.
No. I have 2 hit points. I'm gonna go with my battle axe.
Are you gonna hit it this time?
Don't.
Please do.
Fucking don't. You don't. The fates. Fuckers. Okay, it's a 2. I hate you all right now. That's 2.
I face palm.
I mean, technically
Physically
it's
facepalm.
5. But that
That's still
definitely
not.
doesn't
That's
hit.
still not gonna do it.
I face palm and sigh really heavily.
All right, so Elroy gonna take another stab at it, and he's got plus
He's
2.
allowed to make puns.
No, he's. All right, no, he's gonna. What does he got? He's got plus 4, so that will just barely hit, and it's 1d6 plus 3. Okay, so the bear is dead. Elroy steps underneath Para's wide swing here and stabs the bear in the face and kills the bear. The bear falls forward and kind of slumps down on the ground in front of you. And the cave is clear. Now all that's back there is you see... Well, actually, I don't know what you see yet. Do a perception check. Who's in front? Para, you're still in front. Do a perception check.
That is 12.
All right, that's enough. You got the light. You got the shiny rock. You're good. You see just a pile of like just basic half plate on this body in the back. It looks kind of beaten up and scratched up, but still serviceable. And that's really all that's back there. There's a body of a soldier of some random race. You can't really tell. It's kind of mauled a bit, chewed on a little bit. But yeah.
What's the size?
Large. It looks like the body may have been of like an orc or something kind of big.
Something kind of big. So like the armor would fit Para.
Yes.
You said it was.
Always. Just assume yes for that, because I
Assume
really
yes.
don't feel like going into size.
Well, Dragonborns are just technically a medium. Okay. Definitely sounds better than my leather armor I have right now. Besides, my leather armor is probably cut to fucking shreds.
It's definitely got a chunk missing out of it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I also have a chunk missing out of me.
And you are out of combat, so you can use a healing surge, or Ali can just, do her
Yeah.
cure wounds again to heal you.
I think somebody needs a bit of alcohol.
You know what? Yes, I will gladly take a swig of whatever shit you got.
Right, well, there you go.
And
I think that, I do believe, everyone, that is a good time to stop for the night. Y'all are gonna make camp in this cave, I assume?
yeah.
Indeed we shall.
Rest up, lick your, Para's gonna dress her mini cuts and bite marks.
Just more battle scars upon battle scars.
Alright, that is our stopping point for tonight, everyone.
Yay.
Sweet.
I need new dice. Fuck these dice. That is the first thing I'm doing before next time. I am getting a new set of dice, because fuck these dice.
What's wrong with the dice? Oh, they're poorly weighted.
Yes. They are definitely poorly weighted fucking fucks.
It's weighted to roll on anything less than 10 at all times.
Yeah. Like, I rolled a 19 for initiative against the bear, and I was all excited, like, yeah. And then
I'm gonna fuck him up, and then you couldn't hit him
and then
at
I
all.
didn't fuck him up.
Well, I mean, that's how it goes, though. So what do y'all think? Y'all want to keep this going, or?
Oh, I hated it. We should never do this again.
I can't tell
Well,
if that was
thank you.
sarcasm or not.
Yeah, his voice didn't change, did it?
I was like, was that sarcasm? Or did he mean it? Which one?
Well, I mean, I would like an honest opinion.
It's good, dude. It's good. I mean, we got through quite a bit, and as I say, well, it's been 2 hours now, but I mean, we got through. I've been writing down. I've been doing my little personal notebook of what's exactly going on. From, let's see, we get freed. We get some gear. We get into our first big fight with enemies that are 5'10". We find a goblin called Elroy. We had the choice to camps and that, and we go the boring route because of some other people's opinions. Then we find a cave, and that's apparently more interesting than bright lights in the sky. Hera gets her ass screwed quite a lot, twice.
Yeah,
I kick
yeah.
ass, Bear dies, cave was boring apparently, So
But yeah, you're gonna learn what those lights in the sky are. Like, even without going to investigate them, you'll learn.
Oh, I forgot to add.
Forgot to add what?
Still is owed a drink.
Yes.
Mark it down, I'm still owed a tea party too.
Yes. I mean, we need to get back to camp. One
But
or two
I'm
good
definitely
rolls,
excited.
Please, but no.
I am definitely gonna have to write furiously for a while, because like, I'm not gonna lie, I totally made up the continent and the name of that city like off the top of my head. Like, I wrote it down as I was saying it.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, again, like I said, all I really had was like the prison sequence and the cave. Like, literally, y'all found the two locations. That's all I pretty much had.
Elroy, you made up on the spot.
Yeah, Elroy. Well,
I could see it in
the
your
only reason
face.
okay. Yeah, the only reason I made up Elroy was because, like, y'all didn't have a rogue, so I had to think of a way for y'all to actually get out of the jail cell.
My persuasion failed, which, if that had worked, that'd have been great.
Yeah. I mean, if Para had grabbed him the first time and just knocked him out, that also would have been good, but beggars can't be choosers.
I just want to say that was hilarious. The whole like interaction with the guard, like that was so great.
I could just picture so much fail going
Para,
on.
the big muscly dragonborn, just like, let's arm wrestle, and then like, but she said it in a way it's like, hey, you want to give me that arm?
You gonna wrestle me? I don't know. She's
And
not
meanwhile,
Just
like
grabbing and shrugging
this
off.
old, yeah,
She
like the
understands
old
battle,
shriveled
not
up
people.
tiefling is just like, yo, bro, you want to go? Like, it's hilarious. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching to a vocals only podcast. Really, Ben? Are you sure you're not actually drunk?
Here we go. Here we go. Thanks you all for listening. Tune in next week and see who else screws up. How not to D&D.
Hope
Was
you
that good?
enjoyed the very first episode
Yeah, that was good.
in our attempt at whatever
Yeah.
this madness may be.
Ugh. Attempt is
Yeah.
very strong.
Leave a
and
comment
good
of who your
word.
favourite character is so far.
Tune in next time and see if I finally get my tea party.
And I get my
Thank you all for listening to this mess of a podcast that we are going to be calling How Not to Dungeon. And this is Arc 1, the War of Giants. I already messed that up. I'm so sorry.
Okay, just keep going.
This is Arc 1, the War of Giants. Tune in next week for episode 2 if you so happen to choose to listen to that mess. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.